And in the woods in Argyll, something truly special is happening. The addictions charity With You has set up a new project for people living with drug and alcohol challenges. The scheme is outdoors. It brings people out into nature and gives them the opportunity to take part in different activities away from traditional group therapy sessions, and gives them the chance to bond with nature, experience the river, and talk about the challenges that they're facing in a more natural environment.
Take a handful of these and think of somebody you've lost or whatever due to substances. We'll keep them in mind and we'll just scatter them in the river and let them flow. But like kids that have no connection to anything, that have like grown up with nothing, can form a connection to a tree or a piece of land. No, because it's not, trees don't judge it, they don't give a stuff like what you do or where you're from or what happens. They're just here and they just get on their own thing.
I love Ailsa. She's been a big part of my recovery and my journey. And I probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Ailsa and With You. Yeah, definitely.
I think when they first come, they're quite often a wee bit like anxious and a wee bit like, what's going on? And the energy's a wee bit high. So I think sometimes when you get the stone thrown, it just kind of lets go of all that, and then people kind of just feel a bit more relaxed, a bit more release, and ready. Then you can do the calmer stuff with them. If you're by the water, you've got the negative ion, so when water hits a stone, it gets charged with oxygen particles, so you get this like feel-good factor from the negative ions, and the sound of the water and watching the movement of the water. So you can do lots of metaphors about the water taking your anger away and your feelings away, or you can just let go like the leaves, floating down the stream. There's lots of soothing effects of just being by the water.
How would you describe this to other people if you're telling somebody about it?
Magical. It's like you're free from everything like that's going on, and you could be anywhere. Peaceful, tranquil, therapeutic. Yeah, it's good. Not really thought about much what's going on in my head today being down here. It's beneficial.
So how often will you come down here?
Depends the weather and stuff like that, but we try and get down as much as we can because it is lovely down here. It's good to get away to stuff, because if we go walks, people don't like to go walking in the town because then they're over there looking at me, they're speaking about me, so it's good to get away to that sort of thing.
What do we do when they come down here?
Make a fire and cook food on the fire and scream and let go of your anger and frustrations, and just therapeutic stuff, get back into nature. I find that people before they're quite shy and reserved, and then when they come out and they're meeting other people, then they open up more and they get some used to being out and engaging with other people and being more sociable and more open-minded to new possibilities and things.
This afternoon we've built a fire and cooked our own food. We've had a little bit of a dip in this river. We've spoken to trees, we've thrown rocks. The incredible Ailsa has spoken to us about Celtic mythology, and we've learned about nature and how nature interacts with how we as people feel and how we engage with what's around us. It's been a really interesting afternoon. I feel a lot more relaxed and a lot less anxious when I came down here. And for the people that I've been speaking to this afternoon, this is a really vital part of their week. And they find it much more easy to take part in the activities away from the traditional group settings that are indoors, that are more confined. And they enjoy interacting with other people, but having that ability to just rip off if they need to and take that space for themselves. So With You's new project here in the woods is a really brilliant initiative.